different viral tweets. Kimberly Nicole Foster, she made some tweets yesterday in regards to Taylor Swift and Ice Spice performing, right? Let's see. Let me just bring this up just to put some context around it. I really wasn't even going to do it, right? Now, I'm not trying to be funny. And one thing I can say as a black person is that Taylor Swift, she's country, so she's popular. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can't be. I listen. I won't hate on you because I remember being in the store like years and years and years ago, and there was a song that was on the radio from her, and the song was stuck in my head. Like just to say that, and I know that I didn't even really need to do that, but you know how long Taylor Swift has been around. She didn't just get this crowd from nowhere, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So she made this post that went kind of viral. She put, "This is horrible. Everything about it is a mess," right? Now you can't take away a person's opinion on things. Let them feel how they want to feel. I personally don't feel like it's a mess. Sometimes when people just say things because they know that they're gonna go viral, right? And especially, let me tell you something about Twitter. If you see that if you see that it's a trend to dislike a person or whatever, if you see something trending about a performance, if you jump into that, you're a follower. It's just like if a person makes a title and nobody's talking about it, and then people try to talk about it, act like they don't see you. Like you see me, but you're a follower and you a copycat. So anyway, as it pertains to this, she made this post. It went viral or whatever, right? So I'm looking through her page because I'm a type of person just seeing like, what else is this person talking about, right? So I'm looking, and then when she made some comments about what's that girl's name who reviewed Beyonce's album, and she said that it was like, what is that? Anyway, so remember when that girl, I can't even think of her name off the top of my head right now, but she took a break from YouTube and she came back and she reviewed Beyonce's album, and she said that her review seemed anti-black. I could understand where she was coming from that. And let me just say this, right? In this commentary world, I feel like the way that you do commentary, how you do anything is how you do everything, right? So I'm just scrolling through the girl world, preying her wall and shit, just seeing what else is she talking about, right? So I get to this post about, and this is what paused me about Young Miami and Diddy. And I might lose a lot of y'all, but I don't care. And I don't think I'm gonna lose a lot of y'all because y'all know how I feel about this, right? So you see how she made a tweet about Young Miami and Diddy, and it didn't do nothing. But she hated on Ice Spice and Taylor Swift, who's been performing for over a decade at stadiums, killing it. And her post went viral, almost 70,000 likes, right? So I apologize for that beeping noise in the back. I don't even know where that's coming from. It's not in this apartment. So listen, so I'm looking at this tweet, and y'all know how I think about things. It's like, okay, Kimberly Nicole Foster, I view her as to be like an intelligent black woman. I feel like in a lot of her opinions, she is well-rounded. Even when a lot of the barbs attacked her and she was like, I'm about to do this, I'm going to do that, whatever. If you have the grounds to do something to a person who, doxed you and did you can't tell a person what to do. I just know that I don't get down like that. And sometimes I feel like with the way that I kind of go through my topics and stuff, like I'm pretty sure that it's a few celebrities who wish that I would just be reckless like that. So they could just snatch my channel. I'm not, no, everything is my opinion, how I feel, but I have a certain way to deliver it. Anyway, so this woman right here, who I deem as she's intelligent, I felt like, she's well-rounded in her commentary or whatever, right? So she says, I appreciate the strategic arrangement of Carisha, the strategic arrangement Carisha and Puffy has going on, right? So what did I say? Because I know I quoted her. I said to her, you literally hate on Nicki Minaj, Ice Spice, Taylor Swift, but someone as educated as you cannot grasp that Diddy is dating someone who's younger. And I meant to say his son. Young Miami is 29, Diddy's son is 30, right? Where's your moral compass? Weird energy. That's why I can't take you serious, right? Now, let me expound on that, right? Now, this is where I might hurt some feelings. Let me tell you something. And I don't give a fuck if this video don't get monetized or not. I don't know where the fuck you come from. I don't know what cities y'all's attached to. I don't know if you a little Gucci bag girl, little Louis Vuitton, this and that. And listen, I can get all of those things if I want to. It's not about that. What I'm sick of, especially from black women online, is the way that y'all exalt this motherfucker who was 25 years old when this girl was born. See, you were so busy. And Kimberly, I really don't even feel like going through all of the tweets that you responded to me because this is my video and it's all about how I feel. But they argue me down like, what is it with two consenting adults? No. You know what I bounce back at that ass, right? People don't realize how money hungry that they are and how designer driven that they are, right? Now, you're happy about some damn outfits and some damn matching outfits and Chanel and shit or whatever the case may be, right? Let me ask you a question. Would you approve of your daughter hopping up and down on a man who's in the world 25 years before she even got here? Think about it. That's literally a man holding your daughter in 1990 and then saying, "I'm gonna date you later." The shit is weird. And when I said something about this, it wasn't about Young Miami, and you couldn't even grasp that because you all you see is Gucci bags and Chanel bags. Listen, I don't give a fuck if I'm the only person on the island by myself. That relationship is inappropriate. It's inappropriate. Now, I did give a flip side to it in my other video when I talked about this. I personally said that this could just be all business, and they could just be making this appear and seem, a certain type of way, right? But the flip side of it was if you had a daughter, see, when you do this commentary shit and you wishing well for people and you looking at certain things, see, this is what I'm saying. So many people are so detached from reality that they just talking some shit because they see cars and they see designer bags and the girl running out the damn Chanel bag, mimicking that girl from that GIF. She running out, and then the song is flopping too. So listen, Diddy is holding on to her. She ain't gonna breathe no youth back into him. It's like, what is she really doing? They ain't moving no units. They just dropped the song the other day and they ain't doing nothing. It ain't doing nothing. So that's besides the point. My question to Kimberly was, if that was your daughter, would you approve of her being with a man that was 25 years older than her? Oh, but oh. It's about the money, right? But let me ask you this question. My question that I posed that I wanted to ask in this video was, if Diddy was working at McDonald's, would you have a problem with that? If he was working at a fucking call center, would you have a problem with that? Is it just because it's Diddy and his money? Yeah, that is wearing on your moral compass. I don't give a fuck who disagrees with it. I don't care. First and foremost, let me say this to my nieces. They even know, they teenagers coming up. My niece was saying the other day how some grown ass man, she was like, "You older than my father." Young Miami, she don't know no better, right? And then y'all women, y'all always talk about how, like, oh, the older men try to take advantage of the younger women. They don't know their sexual, they don't know what's good is, and they don't know this and that, right? Why didn't that come out for Carisha and Diddy? But y'all think that's a win because you hear her talking about getting an allowance. You see her unrevoked. That's the most views that she'll ever get on anything in this solely. Please. Um, you think that she's getting an allowance. You think that she's getting an allowance. You see the accoutrements that she gets. You see the shopping sprees. That shit don't mean nothing. So my whole thing is, when you give commentary, make sure that you give commentary that's truly to your soul. Because if you're telling me right now that you will be comfortable with your daughter dating a man who was 25 years old when she was born, that says a lot about you. I don't give a fuck about no money. I don't give a fuck about no handbags and none of that shit. And in the way that she tried to argue me down, like, oh, two consenting adults and this and that, I don't want to hear none of that shit. My whole point was my whole approach was on Diddy. You know what I'm saying? That nigga is a weirdo. I don't care what nobody say. He's a weirdo. How old is Diddy? Let me go to Google real quick. I think he's 55. He damn near about to be a senior citizen. You want your daughter to be involved with somebody like that? Listen, let me tell you something. A lot of us in this chat, we don't come from money. Listen, we make it look good. When I grew up, my mother worked at GE my whole life, right? So she worked 3 jobs. She had a stroke. She sent us to school. So I kind of knew the investment that went into us, even though sometimes most of the time, my mother lived paycheck to paycheck. A lot of us is living like that, right? But just because we come from that don't mean that we're willing to do anything for a damn dollar sign. I don't care. And a lot of people, after I even talked about it in my other video, they said they would not be comfortable with their daughter dating a man that was 25 years old when they were born. I don't care what you say. He's old enough to be her father. It's like and then somebody even got into the comments and they was like, "Oh, this is misogyny. How's it misogyny? And you so focused on the designer and her getting the treats and the trinkets that you don't even know that I'm talking about Diddy. The shit is inappropriate, point blank." Hold on, let me pull up his. Diddy is how old? He's 53 years old. He's gonna be a senior citizen in 12 years. Like, why would you want your daughter to be with somebody who's already lived and already been traversed through their life? I'm happy that this came into my mind. I'm happy because there's nothing wrong with Young Miami dating successful and getting to a man who got the bag and could take care of her. She's a pretty young girl. Why can't she get a millionaire around her age? Why can't she? I'm pretty sure there's other ball players or different type of people who look at her. You know what I'm saying? Didn't he just have a baby? Like, this is the moral compass that you would give listen, I don't give a fuck what you say. Anything that you approve of and that you think is cool, you're saying that's cool for your daughter. I don't care. And this is why I feel like I'm not complicated, but I'm very complex. Like when it comes to shit like this, just like when Cardi B came into the game and everybody would think like, oh, this is a Nicki Minaj fan channel, whatever. Call it whatever the fuck you want to. I never liked Cardi B before the Nicki fight, and I didn't like her once she got the Love and Hip Hop. And I felt like, and I said this all the time in my videos, she's trying to pass the buck on niggas like she's an artist now. And now all of the black women like Kimberly Foster, they support Cardi and they push and promote her, even though she's a fraud. But it's like, y'all yell colorism when Ice Spice is winning, but when Cardi B's ugly ass was winning, you did not yell no colorism. You supported it and you purported it. So it's like, it's just a catch to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So the only reason I'm doing this video is because she responded to me and I felt like, yo, like, you didn't need, first and foremost, you didn't understand the angle that I was coming from with it. And also, would you tell your daughter to date a nigga who's 25 years older? You listen, like I said, we all come from different backgrounds, but there's certain things that we just not doing. Point blank. There's certain things like I feel like if Young Miami is beautiful enough to attract a 55-year, 60-year-old nigga, why can't she get a 30-year-old nigga? Ain't nobody saying she ain't supposed to get the bag and not supposed to have somebody who could treat her good, sugar daddy, all that. But come on, it's inappropriate, and I don't care how I don't care how anybody feels. Since I was younger, having brothers, a lot of the times they would disagree with me, and it'd be 2 against 1. But guess what? I stood firm in it, and I realized at a very early age is when you ride for your own opinion and you show up for yourself. People don't like that shit. I have something that you can't take away from me. I don't give a fuck if 50 million people said, oh no, yeah, we all know that they're consenting adults. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But Diddy, he should, why can't, listen, especially with the money that he gets, we all know that that men, you know, they do like to date young or whatever, but I think some of the con artists like to date young. He know that Young Miami ain't got nothing going on. She do all that ratchet shit online and, you know what I'm saying? She ain't moving no records. I would think that he would try to be affiliated with somebody. Shit, why he ain't try to bag Megan? You know, she was in that meal deal relationship with Partisan Fontaine, and it's the same reason why she across these with a soccer player now. Huh? That shit got tired to her. Now, let me tell you this. You might think this is wrong. I don't blame Megan. She had to drop that nigga. Shit. Cardi B ain't have this. When the last time she came out with an album or whatever, he right here and there for her. Who knows what them checks is looking like? You remember before Cardi was mad at saying that she wasn't even getting paid. The writers or the producers on her label wasn't getting paid. Some shit. It was something funny going on, right? With the money. I don't know if that was fixed or I don't know if Partisan got his money or not. But trust me, I ain't mad at it, Megan. Yeah, get your soccer player. Get someone who so it's not a meal deal and you get the chips and the drink. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody who's better. Listen, I applaud ladies for dating, you know, to get your money. You know what I'm saying? I understand. They want you to do this. They want you to do that. They want you to be bad. Okay, pay for this shit. But if you don't think that there's anything wrong with a fucking 53-year-old dating a 29-year-old, his son is 30 years old. Y'all don't care because you only care about Chanel. You only care about the handbags. You only care about how it looks. I want to say this to anybody who's out here saying this. Tell your daughter. This is my advice when I see people on Twitter or anywhere and they giving this advice and they think it's far off. No, it's not, because the way that you talk is the way that you are. Tell your daughter to date a nigga 25 years older than her. Tell her if your daughter is beautiful enough to get somebody hurt. It's like, why would you want somebody who's already been that far in life already? It's like, what could they provide? Some wrinkled balls and some quick sex. What could they provide? But you don't care. You care about how it looks. You talking about some cute outfits and ensembles. We don't care about no damn outfits. That's all I got to say about that. Because I don't really have a problem with her. But I have a problem with the way that a lot of people think. Ain't nobody say Young Miami don't get money. Get money. Every woman should. Listen, if that's your MO, you like, I ain't dealing with this, they got to have that or whatever. Shit, Megan probably parked on Pardi. Didn't he give her some sort of brooch or something for her birthday before? Come on. This is Megan Thee Stallion, even though she got stuff with her too. Megan, date who you want to date. You understand what I'm saying? Get money. That's how I feel. But there has to be some sort of some sort of checks and balances. I don't give a fuck. And it's like that to me. That's like you're that's like almost like you're just pawning off your child just because somebody has money. I want people, any person who opens up their microphone and they give advice about dating or whatever the case may be. Think about it. Would you give that advice to your child? Would you give, and if you don't got children, would you give that advice to your niece? Imagine me having a niece telling her that, holding her in her hands, and this old ass man is almost 25, like, yeah, I'm gonna date her later. It's weird. And yeah, you might not have thought about it like that, but it's fucking weird. Young Miami is beautiful. She could get a young nigga who got money. And why can't why she can't get that? I think that says a lot about her. You know what? People start to run into some dead ends. Let me tell you this, right? I'm gonna tell you this, and you might disagree with me. There is a difference with a young Miami being beautiful, and like I'm gonna be honest. There's a difference with like a young Miami beautiful and a Nicki Minaj beautiful. Now they both beautiful, right? But if you talk to Nicki and you just see she has a lot going on, like you understand what I'm saying? I feel like young Miami, she's due for Diddy because I hate to say it, but I gotta be blatant, but she's a fucking dummy. A nigga who typically get money like that, they don't want no dumbass girl. They don't want no dumbass girl like that. Like niggas, like the ones who are like successful. I'm not talking about no rap drug type of shit like that. I'm talking about somebody who's like, getting money and they like entrepreneur. Like they don't want nobody doing that. Slut me out, dude. Did he like that shit because he think it's cool because the youth is into it. But ask the youth as they streaming that damn song. Ask them that. So yeah. Now let me read the chat and see what y'all talking about. Because I was a little, I didn't want to go deep into all of the tweets, but like what she was saying back to me. But my point blank was, would you have your daughter date somebody who was 25? And then everybody's like, they can consent. If you one of those people who you on that island, stay over there because you ain't going to change how I feel. Push your baby out of your body, have your niece or whoever you watch over, and look at them as a child and say, this nigga is 25 and he's going to get you later. No, I don't care. And I don't care if she's 29 years old. Y'all be so quick to say that women, older men try to brainwash women. So what make you think that he ain't brainwashing her? Fuck out of here. And I know that I'm not the only person who feel this way. I know somebody in her family, 53. Come on. You with a 53-year-old nigga? Come on. What you in it for then? It got to just be money. You can't pull a nigga that's your age. That's that. And I'm not putting it all on her. I know that he got her with them, them flashing lights. I know that he did. Yeah, she got a bird brain. You already know that. Same with Timberland. He was in love with Aaliyah and married a woman that looks like Aaliyah. I mean, to be honest, if you have an opinion like that, you're pretty much just you along with like the parents who, who push their children towards these old ass niggas. People don't think about it. They just think of it as commentary and they trying to appease a crowd. And they just like, oh yeah, Miami Diddy. Who applauded that shit? I ain't never applaud that shit. It's weird to me. People will say some stupid shit to Jarrell, like, oh, are you mad? Do you want to date Diddy? Come on, stupid ass. You send your daughter then. Push a baby out of your body or watch a child grow up as an uncle, niece, or whatever, godparent, and say, you know what? No, trust me. I know her family probably even think like, damn, why she got to be with somebody? Come on. Let's move on. Most parents don't care. Half of my high school was dating military men. See, but back in our day, a lot of that fucked up shit was going on. When I was in high school, my friend was in 12th grade and she was pregnant by somebody who was 33, 34 years old. So trust me, I know. And her mom, she kind of blamed herself because, her mother, like her great grandmother had died and her mother was just like drinking a lot. And, death hits a lot of people in different ways. And so when we was talking, she was just like, my friend's name, she got involved in it. And she said, I really should have pressed charges against him. But she said, I had to admit that I wasn't really watching her or had a hold on her because I was going through my own stuff. That's how a lot of people get into shit like that. They be going through their own shit and not paying attention to their kids. Celine said that she wanted him, though, and said that she knew that he was going to be her husband. So listen, it's getting late real quick. Diddy was with Cassie, who was 17 years old. You see what I'm saying? And this ain't no Jay-Z, Beyonce shit. This ain't no Jay-Z, Beyonce age. No, it's not. Nope. Beyonce's in her 40s, Jay-Z in her 50s. So if you can't see that it's inappropriate for somebody to be 25 years older just because you can't see through some damn Chanel bag or some damn Gucci bag, like it tells a lot. Now, this is what I'm telling you. Take this, I feel, and apply it to anything. Just sit back and just listen to what people tweet and what they talk about because that shows who the fuck they really are. It shows who they are. You applauding this shit and you mad at Ice Spice and Taylor Swift to me from what I seen on stage. It didn't look bad. And y'all to be the same ones who sit up there and applaud the basic shit that this wannabe Cardi B does. It's sad. It's sick. Anyway, let's see. They only blame R. Kelly and it's all of these niggas. Yeah. Diddy ain't even into women. Let's see. Damn, I don't have my mouse with me. So my mom and friends' moms were single moms and too busy working to care. See, that's when a lot of that shit get through. That's why I'm telling you, like when you have children, you have to have expectations for them. Like once you get off of school, you got to do this or you got to be here. Like I felt like that's what we had. You know, I didn't like going to after school programs all the time, but when I didn't go, my mother knew that I was home. As soon as you hit that house, you call, you home, you know? Let me tell you that. Real talk. And I learned this from like this older white guy because like as well when I was working at my job and he was telling me he said that he had three boys and three girls. He said he keeps them involved all the time. They have something to do. And he said, what did he say? He said, supervise your flock before they come back with a herd. And he just left it like that. He said he makes sure his kids, and that wasn't just that he was just focusing on the girls and making sure that they was involved. Nope. He said that they all do sports, and you know, they have expectations like after school, whether it's you coming home and you got to do this. Of course, they would get rewarded with like allowances and stuff, but they had tasks. You have something to do. When your child just don't have nothing to do after school, that's when they fall into other shit. Nah, you got to make sure. Not saying that you don't make them so busy that they don't have no free time, but you want to make sure that there's expectations. And I feel like when you start to do that with them early, they just know. It ain't supposed to be no getting off of school and you going to hang out with niggas and then your daughter could be going to hang out with a girl and then who knows who's going to be over there who she invited. And that's how shit, I'm telling you, I'm an 80s baby raised in the 90s. I'm telling you, this is how it happens. Your daughter is going to go hang out with one of her friends. When she get over to where she going, your daughter's not going to know who's over there. And then she's going to feel pressured. I'm telling you, I had so many friends that happened to. So many different friends that happen to, they end up in a situation based off of their friend or something because they got all this free ass time. Nah, you got to have that freedom to do what you want, but you also have to set expectations too. Fuck that. So, let's see. So she was doing more than rubber duck. Can you repeat that quote? Yes, supervise your flock before they come back with a herd. That's what he told me. Busy. He kept his daughters in sports. His sons was in sports. He said that they just did a lot of family stuff together and they kids enjoyed it. So it wasn't like that they didn't. Let me tell you something. A lot of people, they try to hide it from you, but a lot of people hate their family. And I didn't really realize that until like one of my exes, they used to say that like, yo, on the holidays, we do this or that. He was like, if you see all of these people who are at Walmart and doing all of this Friday shopping and shit like that, they hate their family. Ain't no way around the holidays you focused on doing all of the shopping. You could get that shit anytime. You could get it anytime. You could just see when a person just really hate their family though. Like, and those are people you got to be careful of. They hate their family, they gonna fucking hate you. Point blank. So listen. Great value bleach. What's that name at? Did you hear Sweetie is mad at Nicki is doing the sample of Barbie Girl? Why? Shit doesn't fit her. That Barbie Girl shit don't fit Sweetie. What's the point? Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me go over here real quick so that we could just keep it moving because it's already 11:49 and I want to make sure that I get through the things that I want to talk about. But yeah, as a Black woman, as I felt, this is why, like, again, this is why, like, one of my friends was a content creator. She said, you don't know none of these people truly behind the scenes, and you don't know me. This is, and maybe I take things a little too far, but again, how you do anything is how you do everything to me. And if you applauding some Young Miami and Diddy for some damn cute outfits, that says a lot about you. I want you to give your daughter the same advice to date a man who's 25 years older than her, almost at a senior citizen level. Tell your daughter to do that. Because if the beauty is alive at 29, baby, why you can't get no NASCAR driver? You can't get one of these ball players. You can't get like, you got to be careful with the sports because sometimes they be dealing with the CTE and all that. Be careful. But You got so much life ahead of you, girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I would say. But see, she got these little bag carriers around her, like Santana, and they so hype about it. Like, she got Diddy, you got Diddy. And then where was he sitting at when she was at the Met Gala, sitting up in the car? Oh, I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you, friend. Why you wasn't in there though? Get the fuck out of here. I'm sick of these. I'm sick of this online. Like, yo, the thing is, the real stars and the real people who give this shit up is the people who be on YouTube. That's the ones who give it up. Like, these niggas is fake. Young Miami, I just feel like she need to have somebody sit her down and tell her this. You fucking a nigga who 53 years old. Nobody cares why you can. And you know what's so sad? All of the things that Diddy is giving her, she should be able to get for herself. She was in that damn interview with Summer Walker, asking her how she felt to not get Grammys. How the fuck do you feel that you ain't getting no Grammys because your music is fucking horrible? How dare you sit up in there and ask her that? Now we know that it was wrong. Summer Walker should have been nominated for a Grammy, but how dare you fucking ask her that with your trash ass fucking music and you ain't been nominated? Huh? That's how LaRon Minds works. I wasn't just like, oh, right. Summer, you didn't get nominated. I want to see what she's going to respond. No, the flip fucking mode. Flip mode. How you ain't feel to get nominated? The fuck? And that act bad shit ain't never going to make it there. Pinata was supposed to been out. And that other song. Come on. This is what I'm saying. Like, and Diddy is supposed to be a businessman. If you would have picked Diddy, he should have got, at least he could have just got a, I don't know. See, Megan Thee Stallion, I don't think that she wouldn't have worked with him like that. Nah. I don't know. Maybe it was something safe about Pardi, which is the reason why she stayed there so long. But hold on. Give me a second because I want to go to Instagram. I feel a little not only don't I don't have my mouse, but I'm sitting up like a lot higher. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm off a little bit, but it's all good. The right people the people who get this video, they'll get the message. So it is what it is. I'm sorry. How you do anything is how you do everything. I literally sit back like a fly on the wall and watch people who applaud that relationship. My coworker, I'm gonna be completely honest with you at work. She's money hungry. And she's materialistic, right? So I talked about her about the Young Miami and Diddy thing, and she applauds it too. You know what I'm saying? She's 37 years old, though. She's 37. Like, she's like, yeah, like, who cares? But guess what? She's extra materialistic. She said that she has a white sugar daddy who bought her car and did all of those things, right? Cool for you. Cool. You 37. This guy is like, he's like in his 50s too, right? Cool, do you, but you would never understand where I'm coming from because you're you money hungry. So, all right, so look at this. So with Megan Thee Stallion, the one that sipped that Don Julio by the gallon, chilling on the Calabasas with them bastards. She got a bachelor's. Now they trying to get a master's, but they said that Kelsey did the classes. Good luck with your masters. That's really interesting. And Megan, she wanted to be that girl on the road killing it. And then she graduated at the end of it. And then Kelsey said she was doing her work. Hmm. So how real was the college girl? Like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody could sign up for college, but who did the work? You know what I'm saying? It's just interesting. Anyway, look at this. International Bay. People react to Megan Thee Stallion spotted with Belgian soccer player Romelu Lukaku. Listen, I'm not mad. I ain't mad at it because you already know what I said about her relationship with Pardi. And you know one thing, that Cardi B is so happy because she don't want Megan saddling the jockey of who writes her songs because then she has to worry, is she gonna get good songs or is he gonna give the good ideas to Megan? I told y'all this before. I know that Cardi is so happy if this is true. Because she's so fucking insecure and stupid and just want to be in a black girl's game and try to keep up this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said it. Yeah. Yeah. Um, Yo, you know what? Yesterday, just to go off a little bit, just this quick segue. Jocelyn Hernandez, and I could understand where she was coming from. She was saying, like, where she was from. She is a black she's like she's the black Puerto Rican who lives in Puerto Rico, from Puerto Rico. Like that's what she grew up around. And she was just talking about like the other Hispanic. She was like, no, she's white, or she was saying something like they're white, right? Cardi is definitely a white. And to me personally, when I look at Jocelyn Hernandez, she reminds me of so many different girls like who I grew up with, like in New York or whatever. You would look at them, their complexion, like, I don't look at her as the same like I look at Cardi. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just thought that that was interesting. And she said that she feels like the only thing that I didn't really like is when she was like she always has to feel like she has to fight against like the black women, but like I thought that the black women are the ones who supported her, like, you know what I'm saying. She said she got into it on College Hill with I think it's Amber Rose. A lot of people were saying it was Amber Rose, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I always felt a more realer vibe from a Jocelyn Hernandez. I always like, even though her music to me is whack, I don't really like it. I don't, but shit, she write her music. To me, like that shit flow better than the shit that Cardi had. If you think about all of that old shit she had post Partisan Fontaine, that shit sounds stupid. What's that other shit she had? Me not follow girl, girl. Me not follow girl, girl. What was that shit she had? Y'all know what I'm talking about. She sound horrible. And then she was on stage freestyling. Also, that remix with Blueface, that's a true, because she said they seen her write that in the studio. I believe that she did that because she was saying some stupid ass shit on there. Ain't no way that Partisan Fontaine would say, I was home mamiana. Give Cardi her credit for that one. She did. She did. She did write that shit, and that shit was horrible. And it didn't go nowhere. And Nicki Minaj freestyle version got way more love, and people know it, notoriety over that bullshit. So let's keep it real. Anyway, back to Megan Thee Stallion. So, you know, they're saying she's dating a Belgian soccer player, Romelu Lukaku. I feel like Megan, you know, Megan deserves the best, even though I feel like she's not a good person. Now, Megan, if anything, like I said before, she's gonna use people just like the situation with Nicki. She used her, she got what she wanted, and she didn't want to get too close. That's what it was, because she still wanted to appeal to Cardi. Y'all might not be able to see it, but that's the way that I think. That's why she didn't show up for Queen Radio for a phantom Vogue cover that we never seen to this date. She's a liar. She's a liar. Now, again, I don't know what happened with her and Tory, but she ended up in that situation because she's seen the benefit from him. She's seen that. And I feel like Partisan Fontaine benefited her as well. But the difference is he was intimate. They had an intimate relationship. So who knows if he did have some writing credits. Did he have writing credits on was it Savage? You let me know in the comments. But I want to say, at the end of the day, if we're going to compare this situation, let me see how old Romello is. Give me a second. Romello, Belgian footballer. He was born in 93. You see what I'm saying? Why Young Miami? Let me see. Do y'all think, let me ask you this, right? Megan Thee Stallion, she a little ratchet too, right? But I feel like she can pull it together on some classy shit. You know, she's pretty. She got a nice body. You know, men like that. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Megan ain't ugly. You can't play with her. But there is a difference between her and Young Miami. Let's be honest. And I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings or nothing like that, because you know it's an array of people who watch these videos come from different backgrounds and shit like that. But I want to be real with you, like, I feel like the way that you give it up is going to attract the type of person who's interested in you. And we don't even know if this is 100% legit right here with Romello and Megan, but I ain't mad at her for if that's where she want to go, that's the direction she want to go. I feel like, what year was Megan born in? Megan Thee Stallion. I'm sorry. And I know that this video might reach different people who do videos. Listen, give that same fucking advice to your daughter. If you feel as though that it's okay, tell your daughter to date a nigga who was 25 when they were born. I don't give a fuck if you didn't think about it like that. I thought about it like that. Tell your daughter to do it. Oh, Megan was born in 95. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna tell you this, even as a I'm gonna tell you this, with me, even as a man, I'm telling you, the most I would do is probably 5 years, and I'm still questioning it right there. I'm still questioning it, because you gotta realize is that Young Miami don't got nothing in fucking common with Diddy besides opening her legs. She don't understand. I don't. He could teach her and give her the training wheels based on like some shadowing him, but it's two different eras. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always said to my friends when I was younger, this is nothing new. When I would see them fucking with, just like my friend when we was in high school, she was dealing with a 30-year-old nigga. I used to always tell my friends, like in my 20s, don't let no old nigga wash you up. He's already been through his span of life. He's already been through that. Now, did he? Why he can't get some yoga, some 40-year-old girl that's, you know, in shape, looking good, going to yoga, entrepreneur, getting money. Like to me, I felt like a profile like that would fit him. But no, he want the city girl. Young Miami is a fucking dummy. I don't care who quote it. I don't care who chop it up and be like, oh, you're being she's a fucking dummy. And you know that for the ones who are intellectual, you know that she's nothing like you. She's a fucking dummy. All she care about is material shit, slut me out, all of that shit. Diddy looked at that as an opportunity to breathe life back into his damn brand. Now, whether the flip side of it is that this is just business and they know that it's good for rumors and shit, that's one thing. But if you're putting it out there, we're going to fucking talk about it. That's how I feel. So, yeah, think about the shit that you say on your platform and you want to talk about consenting adults. Give that same advice to your daughter when she's born. Have a 25-year-old around her basically right then and there and say, when my daughter's this age, you're going to date her. You fucking do that. And I don't care if it's like, oh, it's different now. No, it's the fucking same. Point blank. It's all about the money to a lot of us in this community. It's about the money. Let it be about the money when it's appropriate, like this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is appropriate. Drop that nigga partisan, Megan. You know he ain't really writing no hits like that. He got to wait for Cardi to wait to say that she want to use the song. So now, you know, y'all probably sat up in the house and he wrote one. He like, damn, babe. Y'all know I said this in my other video. He probably like, damn, babe, she ain't taking the song. She ain't fucking with me no more. I guarantee you now that if she dumped him, they're going to be working a lot. It's going to probably be more music coming out. I feel like Cardi, you know, she's stupid, but she probably thought about it. She's like, damn, like he fuck with Megan, so she gonna know all my moves. Like, I'm telling you, you have to be like aware to know that. Would you feel comfortable with getting your shit written by somebody who like it's too close? It's too close, too close. And I ain't mad at it, Megan, even though your ass is fake and you know you're a user. Listen, let me tell you something. The universe has a way of responding back to people and they bullshit. Telling you right now, the same way that they trying to use Cardi as the jaws of life to bring out Lotto because her damn song is flopping. Um, yeah, that's what they doing because Lotto, she put a lot of that energy back into trying to think that she was gonna come out and try to diss Nicki, and she thought that she was gonna have this big pop song with Lottery going at the same time, and the results just wasn't responsive. Now they're using the jaws of life, Cardi B, to try to pull her up because her shit is flopping. Mind you, Cardi got a performance coming up this weekend, and she ain't got no new fucking music out. So they said that Cardi is supposed to drop that remix. They supposed to drop that this week. What is she gonna bring Lotto out? That shit just don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So at the end of the day, in regards as it pertains to this, I'm not mad at Megan. She had to drop that nigga. She got tired of that meal deal ass shit. She deserved better. She do. Partisan Fontaine, come on, that nigga's corny. 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 So let me move on from that. When Cardi get on the remix, it's still on chart. I'm gonna drop. I will drop and cry. I ain't even look at the seats. Let's see. Oh man, Cardi fuck Party too. I wouldn't be shocked. Yo, so look at Love Liz. She's in my chat. She said this man has dick so far up in his ass. How'd you know? You put it there. You put it there, Liz, and you here listening to me, you lonely ass bitch. Why you on my live right now? Why you on my live? Lonely bitches. Somebody block her ass. Lonely. You on my live listening to my voice. The fuck is wrong with you, Liz? Stupid ass. She's just a Lotto fan. She looked like some biracial mutt anyway. Get her the fuck out of here. Get her the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Like, damn. Well, no matter if I was taking dick or getting dick, it don't change my commentary. You dumb fuck. Let's see. Using Nicki and Drake for promo, they should be ashamed. Plus, trying to What you say? Was trying to have a funeral for Nicki at Summer Jam, but Nicki thriving more than all of them. Yeah, so let's get into that talk. So I was reading some comments online today, right? And there was a lot of people who was saying like, "Oh, Nicki only works with people who she feel like there is no competition." Um, you know, whatever the case may be, right? Now, I want to say this, and I said this before as it pertains to Lotto, and I seen somebody who made a comment. They was just like, "Yo, what did they say?" They said Nicki jumped on Sexy Red song, but she couldn't give Lotto a collaboration, right? I don't give a fuck who you hate, Liz. Your ass is blocked. The fuck out of here. Fuck is you talking about? You think you're gonna be in my chat saying some dumb shit? Just stupid fucking ass out of here. It's 12 o'clock on the Gulf Coast in Texas. I don't know where the fuck you at, but you found me. I didn't find you. Stupid ass. Anyway, so yeah, man. So people were saying like, oh, so why, Nicki couldn't collaborate with Lotto, but she collaborated with Sexy Red, right? First and foremost, let me tell you this, right? When I peep the whole vibe of Sexy Red, people might not think that she don't deserve it because you might not feel as though that she not bar heavy or she's not whatever but that's what makes the people to me, that's what's beautiful about rap and the variety of artists. Everybody don't have to be the same. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people in their minds like, why did Nicki give her opportunity? Is it because she don't rap? Like, no, 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 no. An artist is an artist. And first and foremost, this is how I felt about the Sexy Red situation. This girl is from St. Louis, right? So who even a lot of people don't even got their eyes over there. Nicki gave her a collaboration. You don't know let me tell you something, how that's gonna work for Sexy Red on the promotion or on the bookings. Her bookings is gonna go up now. People want to hear the song. People want to see. I've seen so many people telling her online, like, when you come in here, when you come in there, that's what this shit is supposed to do. So whether or not that this goes number one or it goes where people want it to go, she helped that girl out. Like, this is Nicki Minaj. She has over 50 million listeners on Spotify. So, and this is all platforms that's like that. I'm talking about all platforms that breathe life into a song. That's just Spotify. She's sharing her audience with her. That means that's gonna get shit clicking for her. So her bookings is gonna go up. She's gonna get more money. And to me, I'm satisfied with that. Now, as it pertains to Lotto, I don't know Nicki and how she feel, but this is how I personally feel. Lotto on all of them was she's attached to Cardi, she's attached to Megan and all of that, right? Something obviously didn't feel right to Nicki. She didn't want to do her remix, right? She don't gotta do her fucking remix. And based on all of the shit that Lotto said to her after, I'm happy she didn't work with her. Even though I like some songs from Asian Doll, she was territorial from Nicki. And I didn't like that from her either. She felt like she owned Nicki, like, oh, ain't nobody getting no feature before me. It's like, it don't work like that. And what kind of made that, what kind of like it connected when I was just like, give Nicki something to work with. So I had to kind of like put my foot in my mouth because sexy Reg. I mean, she only had like 1 point something listeners on Spotify. Nicki did it because she wanted to do it. You understand what I'm saying? My heart melted because I seen a post from somebody from St. Louis where they were so happy for Sexy Red. Like, yo, I remember I think Khalil posted it, but it's just people genuinely happy for her. That shit is gonna boost that girl. I don't give a fuck if she performing at 1,000 hookah lounges, strip clubs, or whatever. Her shit going up. And I felt like that was love to somebody from St. Louis. Look how that girl sounded, like rapping or whatever the case may be. That's not what we used to. But that's how she give it up. And I'm happy that she got noticed. I'm happy that Nicki did her remix. The promoters is going to be reaching out. They're gonna be booking her. She gonna be getting her fucking money so she could take care of her family and do whatever the fuck she got to do. Everybody who was hating on her from like her local area, they probably sick right now. But you know what? I do think like this too. Sometimes, like when you get that type of attention, you got to move completely different because now people looking at you funny. Like people looking at you like, damn, you got bread now. You just worked with Nicki. So I hope that she takes all of that in and just do her thing. I don't think that Nicki is per se selfish when it comes to like working with people, but she's gonna work. She's done more collabs than any female rapper. She's gonna work with who she wants to work with. You understand what I'm saying? Why did they think Lotto was gonna get it? Because Big Energy went up. They paid for that hit. If they didn't pay for Big Energy, her song Lottery would have went up too. It didn't go up. Point fucking blank. So it's like every day with Nicki, they move the goalposts. Like, oh, she's riding somebody's wave, or uh, she only work with people who she don't see as competition, right? No, every artist, whether you like them or not, lyrical or not, they deserve they burn. And I'm gonna be honest with you, we all felt that way. I know that Ice Spice has grown on a lot of us, but if you remember, a lot of us, like, we didn't like her before. And I feel proud to say now you might fall in on this bus where you liked her after Nicki. I started to like her before she even collaborated with Nicki. I just started to give the music I just started to listen to it. And it was like I seen her perform live on the Rolling Loud. And then I was like, okay, acting the smoochie is hot. I like that. I started listening to it more and more. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I get it. And then when I seen her in an interview, she was just like, I'm a girly girl. She was like, I make music for women. She was like, that's my vibe and I'm not changing it. This is my approach. I make music for women. I like she likes her mellow vibe, and she said that's the way that she wants to keep it. Now, to me, that's a dope way to filter because she got on the song with Pink Panthers. She fit that song, and I felt like the Karma record with Taylor Swift, she fits that as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Her voice sounds good for that collaboration to me. So she found her lane. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be mad at it. Let me see what they're saying. What's up, Couture? Uh Yeah, that should be bugging me out. It's mad late. Like, you on somebody else live. Like, get a fucking life. That shit don't change nothing. Um, I'm so excited for Ice. Yeah, she deserve it. And the thing about it is though, people be mad at that, and they don't realize the hypocrisy of you applauding Cardi B years ago. And she is somebody who's not talented. She literally bought everything. She bought the way that she looked. She bought the writer. She bought everything, the accolades, everything, in my opinion. The industry used the fuck out of Remy. She got played, signed her to a multi-million-dollar deal at Columbia just for her to drop a flop song with Little Kim. Wake me up, yo. Oh, do I want to show y'all this? Matter of fact, while I'm on this, so let me see what else. Let me make sure it's 12:12. All right, so I've been up here for 50. Damn, is an hour past that quick? Um, well, I kind of touched on. I really did kind of touch on everything that I wanted to talk about, but let me bring this up real quick. Oh man. So yeah, yeah. We all think differently. That's the beautiful thing about being a human being. But I think sometimes it needs to be a checks and balances. You applaud. I want anybody who's 30 years old or whatever, however old you are, I want you to think about this now. Maybe some people do come from poverty and they're like, yeah, I push my daughter on any nigga. You push your daughter on a nigga making selling dime bags. Like, I don't know shit. I don't know what it is, but it's like, to me, it's like I don't want to be mean though, because that's why I was saying, like, okay, like, let's add another person, and even to be fair, right? There's gonna be a different person that you're gonna date if you're like a Nicki and a Megan, and then like Young Miami. I think Young Miami is a little ratchet, you know what I'm saying? But I think there's a difference between Nicki, Megan, and Young Miami. Like, if I say Nicki and Megan together, I just feel like they have a little bit more class. I feel like Young Miami, she lets it hang out a little more, and you're gonna get what you're gonna get. And that's why you got this nigga who's nursing home bound trying to throw you trinkets, and then you walking running out the store like that shit is a grab. You know, and it's so easy for people to be like, oh, you just mad because you're just mad. No, look at for what it is. You see, you tell your daughter to do the same shit. Tell her in 25 years from now she's gonna date a nigga who's 53 who already traversed through life and already marked shit up. You know what I'm saying? That's wasted time. That to me is it's a waste. Unless you in poverty, she's a musical artist. Why she ain't getting bookings on her own and just be like, fuck that nigga Diddy. I don't need that nigga money. If she was up, see the thing is, if Young Miami was on the Nicki Minaj level financially, she would not fuck these old niggas. She would not do it. She wouldn't. Trust me, if her money was up, she'd have looked at D like, oh, that's cute. Like, I might, he might be my friend. I might go to some parties or something, but it'll just be kind of like, it's just like when Mike Tyson came on to Remy. Like, you know what I'm saying? If she was money hungry back then it was a rumor that he wanted to buy her a Benz and she did not accept that shit. He liked her. Like, he was in love with her, with Remy Ma back in the day. She didn't do that. It's almost like when you see somebody like, nigga, you old enough to be my father. Why would you even play around like that? To be honest, how does Young Miami father even feel about? Is her father still alive? Please, don't charge that to my heart. Like, if he isn't, give me 1 second. I want to bring this up real quick. with Remy Ma and Little Kim. Yeah. I thought I had that in my I did have it in my title at first. So let me put this message for Liz. Liz.
Bitch, like I'm some type of fucking germ. Bitch, I know you in. Who you coughing at? Oh shit. Who you coughing at? When I was talking, she started coughing. Bitch, like I'm some type of fucking germ. Bitch, I know you ain't coughing at me, ho. Pussy ass bitch, you can't be coughing at me, disrespectful ass bitch. Homeless
ass. Yo, that's the one thing I love the most in Jocelyn's interview when she did that shit the other day. I love people who are talkers and shit just land, right? Because I could just tell you do it. Like, that's just your move of it. I really enjoyed Jocelyn's, I enjoyed her interview. Even though I felt like she was a little gassed on herself sometimes, because when I went to her Spotify, the numbers wasn't really like what she was saying it was. Like, I ain't seen no 100 million on Do It For My B-Day. Maybe it's on TikTok, but I like her confidence though overall. Like I really do.
Asshole. Who you coughing at?
Who you coughing at?
Who you coughing at? When I was talking, she started coughing. Bitch, like I'm some type of fucking germ. Bitch, I know you ain't coughing at me, ho. Pussy ass bitch, you can't be coughing at me, disrespectful ass bitch. Homeless asshole.
Yo. Anyway, let me get to the post that I was talking about with Remy Ma. This was from yesterday. Let's see. Yo, did y'all see? I don't want to play that right now. Well, this video ain't gonna be monetized anyway, but he killed this shit.
Bitch down. Yeah, they need to eat me out.
Hey, yo, babe, my name is Pink. I made him go get that ink.
Yo, I said the white guy tried to show me up. Like, I don't even know this verse like that. This nigga, like, I don't know if he reading lyrics off the screen, but he was on it. Fan base, just it goes from different points. It's like from babies all the way up through. Look at this guy. He got to be close to his 60s. Look at that hair. He's graying, but you know, yeah, that's crazy. That was dope. Anyway, let me get to this Remy Ma shit that I was talking about. And then this whole act bad shit. Please stop it. The only act bad that I acknowledge is Young Devin. If we talking about act bad. So listen, I had posted this yesterday. I said, I still remember when Remy Ma was going to beat the shit out of Little Kim. Made sure that beat the shit out of Little Kim. Little Kim made sure that she made an alliance with her because she didn't want to fathom Nicki being on Remy's side. Yes. Listen, let me tell you something. Little Kim became Remy's friend once she was in her flop era. Once everything was done, it was over. The Naked Truth flop. Let me tell you something. This is what I really want, and I'm gonna relate this to Lady Gaga and Nicki Minaj, right? Now, even though we both know that they're out, they both do their numbers, right? And somebody they concocted that photo of saying that they was at the Grammys. They've never taken a picture together. So Lady Gaga, you know, she posted the Princess Diana doing Nicki's verse while promoting her brand, right? But to me, that was big because I knew that it was tension between them, right? So my whole thing is I like to see people work in the now. Like when it's like, it would have been dope to see Lady Gaga and Nicki back in 2012 and like get that shit in. Like when Lady Gaga was popping, even though she's still popping now, Nicki's still popping now. But it, like, why does sometimes it have to take 15 years or like, why does it have to take that long? It really is like, it's just dumb to me. So I felt that with Little Kim. Little Kim tried to play this role that I'm telling you, I'm being completely honest with you. Little Kim tried to play that role. She's highly insecure, in my opinion, when it comes to this female rap shit because she wasn't a writer. She wasn't. And I remember even before, like when Remy wasn't even cool with Foxy, she was just like, Kim has more writers than Foxy Brown. Like what? Like she was just like, your pen doesn't have any ink in it. They deleted a lot of those interviews though. They even deleted this thing that I'm about to play for you right now. They deleted Kim's response from MTV. So you can't even find it. But this is what Remy kept saying. At the end of the day, she kept saying that because that's what Kim was doing in her video. But yo, it hurts me that artists want to collab once it's over because I felt like if Kim would, why didn't you collab with Remy in 2003 or 4 when you was on La Bella Mafia? But see, that was the thing back then. And the real truth of it is that Foxy acknowledged Remy. But one thing I love about Foxy is it's just like, yo, not only did she spit like a nigga, but she was a badass bitch in the way that she dressed, but she ain't kissed no bitch ass at all. You could talk that shit like, oh, I'm a fighter and this. Foxy don't give a fuck about none of that shit. She's not kissing your ass. She ain't doing none of that. But see, Little Kim, she held onto that for while she was hot and through Atlantic. But then once she started flopping, now she wanted to be friends with Remy when Remy came home and all of that. Like, please. She even said, yo, in this video, Remy said that Little Kim diked her whole vid. Like, you know what I'm saying? People was even talking different back then. I have to pause this. Me being from New York, I'm telling you, this is why I love Foxy. She's my favorite. But I always loved Remy because she gave me that girl next door. Like, she's the girl in my class who's just gonna fight. She's gonna fuck you up. She's gonna do like whatever. I don't know. I know a lot of y'all don't like Remy, but I love her. Like, I always have. Like, and that's why I don't choose. But I love her energy. To me, right here, this was like I was so excited when this came out because this was from the When I See Her video. Yo, she dragged Little Kim in this shit. Like, she did. And yeah, let's play this.
At the end of the day, what y'all not understanding is that
wait. Just to kind of connect it. Foxy and Kim was like really industry. So Remy was the type, she's going to give you a glimpse from the street side. She was like, you know, these bitches be up in buildings talking about no comment, no comment. We from the hood. We don't do that no comment shit. So I liked her vibe. Like, I don't know. I know that there's some fans that they only like one person. I'm not you. We go through this life for an experience. Now, if I don't like your ass like on some op shit like Cardi, I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with Lotto. It's just certain people, it's just you go against the grid. Like Azealia Banks, I used to love her, but then when I started seeing her she dissed the fuck out of Cardi, and then she tried to pull Cardi up and try to diss a black woman, Nicki. I can't fuck with you now. I can't. Your moral compass is fucked up and it's been compensated by dollar signs. But she was calling Kim the Korean boy back then too. Oh, I like this post that this other page put out today because I remember this interview. Hold on, let's play this back again because I just like her energy. I always did. All right, so let's check this out too. This was a part of one of those things they tried to delete from the internet. This was
niggas have they have debates about it. They be like, yo, son, on a hard night, son, on a hard night.
Hold on.
Our niggas have they have debates about it. They be like, yo, son, on a hard night, son, on a hard night. Who you running up in? Remy Man or a transvestite? They be like, yo, son, I gotta go transvestite, son. I can't do Remy Man. That's just not. I ain't a good look. So I mean, come on now. Like everything she do got too much testosterone. So like, our niggas have they have debates about it. They be like, yo, son, on a hard night, son, on a hard night. Who you running up in? Remy Man or a transvestite? They be like, yo, son, I gotta go transvestite, son. I can't do Remy Man. I can't. That's just not. I ain't a good look. So I mean, come on now. Like everything she do got too much testosterone. So like,
let me tell you something. And also, what was so pussy about that whole situation with Little Kim and Remy? See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I would consider back then, like, see, Little Kim, like, don't get it twisted. Like, yeah, I can be harsh and like, or with my approach, whatever, how I deliver my commentary. But I do think that she still is a legend. But I do think, is she full of shit too? Yeah. And when I start to think about it, the reason why Kim likes Cardi is because she's a fraud just like she was. Biggie dragged her up. She wasn't no rapper. She wasn't 16 when she started. When Biggie and them got noticed by, you know, when they started doing all of that rap shit and then whatever, she wasn't no 16 years old. Foxy Brown was young and she tried to steal her story. You were not young. You wasn't young. Like Big sweep the young bitch off her knees, threw me in high price V's, face on TVs, platinum CDs. Shit, I'd never flip. Then you want to talk about he's like your uncle. No, you was fucking him. That could never be your uncle. That's weird. That shit is weird. I hate when people be, and you know what? I used to get mad at my brother when I was younger too. He'd be like, yo, that's our cousin. They ain't our fucking cousin. It's like in New York. I don't know if y'all dealt with this or so many people trying to claim people family. That's not our fucking family. I'm not one of those people who did shit like that. If you ain't my mother, you not my mother. I don't give a fuck if you try to play that work mom shit. You ain't my fucking mother. I only have one mother. Fuck out of here. I don't play that shit. I don't play that. You know, you are what you are. Like that ass. So let's see. I don't think I'll ever get used to her look. Close uncle, hell no. I don't claim people. If you're not my family, you're not. And then Remy said, like, this is what I'm saying. So she called Remy, said that Remy was a transvestite. And then Remy came back and was like, she said that she asked her dudes, would they rather pipe me or a transvestite? And she was like, they said a transvestite. She was like, does she realize she's running around with a bunch of homos? This is what she said back then. And it was like, ain't nobody say nothing about it. But now if you say that, it'll get so many different people mad. Like you can't even really speak freely. You just can't. So in the South, ugly girls says sisters trying to claim one. In the South too, ugly girls said we sisters. Trying to claim me. Hell no. And it's crazy how similar Cardi B is to Kim as far as being put together. Yes, you have to really think about that. Biggie made Little Kim, and this is why she always try to go back to that hardcore flow. So if she even spitting some bullshit, it's gonna sound like some Biggie Small shit. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I used to like when Foxy would do that Biggie flow, that shine type of Biggie flow. She did that on Oh Yeah, I'm the most critically acclaimed rap bitch in the game. And then this person was in my comments the other day. They was like, Foxy didn't write all her rhymes. Her brother Gav helped her too. And I'm thinking, I'm like, that's her brother, right? So Gavin was a producer first and foremost. So don't be trying to just say some shit because you mad. And it's like, first and foremost, a little girl rapping at the age 14, 15. Of course, I'm pretty sure they suggested certain things. But and if Gavin is a rapper, why wasn't he better than Foxy Brown then? She put him on her China Doll album. He's not better than her at all. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's just people just can't face the facts. Little Kim was dragged up. Biggie made her into everything that they want. Then they handed the bitch over to Puffy to who? What was the girl? What was the girl? Misa Hilton Brem. She the one who made all of that shit come into fruition with Kim Style and all of that. Just stop. See, it's a lot of people who wasn't there. And this is why I laugh at a lot of the Cardi fans where it's just like they just trying to support anybody who's not Nicki online. You notice a lot of these lifeless, stupid hoes, they just want to support anybody. So it's just like they supporting Kim majorly. They just saying shit wrong. They got stats wrong. They want the Naked Truth to sold the million records. So they said that record sold like 3 million world. Little Kim was like the last. Little Kim and Foxy was like the last era when Missy too was a female rapper selling records. Now I understand in any industry, it has to be hard when you're not making money anymore. But you know, you contributed to that. You went to Lil Kim. She went to prison, right? Right. For her to say, I don't like when people say stuff like I spoke to Nicki or I did this or I sold 100,000 off PayPal. PayPal came out and denounced her ass too. But I don't like when people try to say things that you can't verify. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, if I be like, you know that I did that lie. Like, it wasn't really a lie, but it was an April Fool's joke when I did that shit. And I said, Nicki Minaj paid my rent. It was literally April's Fool's. So if you fell for it, you fucking fell for it. So people was in the comments. Some people got it and some people didn't. And then the people who didn't get it, they like, oh my God, I need Nicki to pay my rent too. And I was just saying some stupid shit to people in the comments because it was really just funny to me. If you believed it on April Fool's Day, you deserve to believe it, right? But outside of that, I don't like when people do shit like that you can't really verify because to me, it's just dumb. And it just shows that you really don't have anything, you know? Pardi went on stage in Summer Jam with Remy to diss Nicki, and now they both struggling to sell out the same venue. No, it's not the same venue. It's a different one. Missy wasn't at the show, but yeah, that's foul. Yeah, I don't need no frauds. I don't need no. Listen, I have to self-admit when I'm in this because listen, I don't like to do that. And I know that it's wrong even sometimes to say that to Cardi and call her the bitch, but I don't really like to call women that regularly unless I'm really mad about something. So Liz, I do apologize for saying that because I can reflect. I do apologize for calling you a bitch, but don't get in my motherfucking comment section because you mad about some shit. And I've never seen you comment here before. So whether you hear it or not, I just more so wanted to say that to my audience. I don't really like to do that to the women in my chat, but she had me pissed off because I don't like when people come in my shit, especially if I've never seen you before and you're trying to be funny too. So of course it's gonna like strike you, but I don't like to give it up like that unless I'm talking about somebody who I'm upset about. But even though you did upset me, that's not typically my style, and you can either accept it or not. But I'm just releasing that on my own. Let's see. Yeah, she came out her face. But okay, so yeah, she throwing shade, but stay out of the public mess, thinking she's slick. Yeah, it's getting late though, but I just wanted to come live because I has, we all been off from work for the past few days. So I was like, I at least can go live and I wanted to talk about really about that Kimberly Foster thing again. If that's the way that she processes things, and maybe she would let her daughter, maybe she will push a pretty black princess out and say, go to the highest bidder. It's going to be a man. He's 53. He's almost he's 7 years from the 60s. When is Diddy's birthday? Is he going to be 54 this year? When is Diddy's birthday? Let me go here. Like, yo, let me tell you this. This is commentary. A lot of people talk about a lot of different things that they are worried about or whatever. A number of things that they talk about. To me, this is where I decided to anchor into. You can't be mad at it. We all can talk about things in a similar way, but certain people, we have different topics that we are more passionate about or whatever. And no, I don't have any children, but yes, I do have cousins and I have nieces. I would never want my niece, like even right now, 16. That's like her. All right, so let me do this real quick. Give me a second. Let's see. Wait, did Young Miami, did she celebrate a birthday this year yet? Yeah, I know these niggas ain't about to make me do that. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I even had to do that. It's 25 years. A nigga was 25, 26 when she was born. Come on. Come on. Hold on. I'm trying to find. My bad. I didn't know it wasn't on that tab. I think she did. Oh, my God. I didn't get the notification to fuck. Oh, man. I don't know why that happened. So let's see. Missy mad that she lost so much money staying loyal to Kim. If her and Nicki did a song, it would have been dope. Yeah, it would have been dope. It would have been doper than what her and you think it would have been doper than what her and Lil Kim would have done. I think on an artistic level, and then also you got to see how come on. I ain't trying to hate on Bia, but there ain't no way that Bia got a song produced by Timberland over fucking Nicki Minaj. And that's the goes to show you that when Little Kim was in that interview and she was just like, I know people who said that they would never work with her, but Timberland, keep your money. Nicki don't need no Timberland beat. She don't need that. She's gonna be good no matter where she is. You know what I'm saying? So it don't really matter. Yo, let me say this. I think that Cardi, I think that we say this and it's like, taken as a joke, but I think she really is waiting for Nicki, right? Because why you ain't released no single yet? You literally about to perform this week at a show. Why you ain't released no single? Now, if she tried to, I'm gonna tell you this, you gotta understand the signals for somebody that's like, I ain't gonna say it's baiting, but it's in a way where you could tell that she's trying to see what Nicki's official first move is going to be. We got Red Ruby the Sleeves. We got the Princess Diana, all of that, right? She's trying to see when is Nicki's official move. I don't know. People feel like Nicki is on hiatus right now. I see different fans that be on like understanding how I feel. We can't guide Nicki's career. We can't tell her when to drop or whatever, right? But I really want to see Cardi come out and just do what she got to do. Let these little remixes bubble. We heard that Nicki may be on the Area Codes remix. If she is, she is. If she's not, she's not. Let that shit bubble out. I want to see how shit is gonna unravel. Megan Thee Stallion, unfortunately, she's been on hiatus and she can't afford to. Megan needs to be out there. Unless Rock Nation is going to put a substantial amount of money in her promo and shit. Plan B didn't. How many weeks did Plan B last on the Billboard? That shit ain't last longer than Red Ruby the Sleeves. No, it didn't. And that shit was a sample too. So don't talk about samples. It did not last longer than Red Ruby. I think, how long did Plan B last on the charts? Hold on, let me go to Google. Megan Stallion. Shit came and left so bad, so quick. I feel like that shit didn't last long either. Megan Thee Stallion, Plan B. The chart history. Then Lotto, she only had like 3 songs on Billboard. Somebody had posted this today. They was laughing, talking about she debuted at number 29. Give me a second. It don't tell you how many weeks it was on though, but that song went out real quick because I remember being on here and I was telling people like, "Yo, that song she should have got more radio play." And this is what I don't understand with somebody like her who kisses ass with Cardi. Well, why you ain't telling them to get you more radio play? Because Megan, if they want to push her and make it look like something, why you not getting the support and the radio play? Let's look this up real quick. Let me go to court before I get off of here. Damn, it's 12:39. I hope all of y'all had a happy and safe holiday. I did. I pretty much stayed home this weekend. I went shopping and got some stuff. Let me see. I think they started to play Lotto song, but it's not really. Damn, I thought LaPat was about to hit overall top 100 radio. Lotto put it on the floor. She got 1.59 million radio. So that's interesting. You know what song I noticed that they just started to push too? Where is that at with David Guetta with Coi Leray? Yep, this song. David Guetta, Coi Leray. They starting to push that too. It looked like Red Ruby the Sleaze is coming down. Where's Doechii at? Look at this. You see what they doing right here? Come on, they don't want to let it go. It's all they got right now, though. It's all they got. Ice Spice Princess Diana, number 75. Okay, that's still moving. Damn, and Her Mood is still on radio too? See what I'm saying? Like 18 million, they should have way more than that. This is why I be so like, yo, I don't understand this shit. You can't tell me that there's no song with Beyonce on here and Lotto is still on here. You can't tell me. Cuff It is not still on radio? There's no Beyonce song on top radio? And this is why Beyonce said in that DVD, it's like, do you want to kiss ass on radio? Do you want to do this or that? You can't tell me. And I don't give a fuck what you say. You can say it's hate and you can say whatever you want, but there's no way that this song is still on radio. This is why I could tell like certain shit just don't be organic. It's just not. It's not. Oh, that song was doing good at first. The Future song with The Weeknd. I wonder what happened. You got Future in The Weeknd? Wow. That's crazy. What's this? Oh, that's probably some white person song, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Lotto got 1 million overall radio, 1.59 million. So which I think they're gonna try to like, you know, start it on its own, and then so Cardi could like come and use the jaws of life and save her so that she at least have some other sort of Billboard entry for this year. But Lotto, you better be worried about what's coming next, because you already know if Lottery was your pop song, she probably got to work. She's probably working on another pop song right now because they're gonna have to make up for that. They're gonna have to make up for it. Like, yo, it was a tweet going around today where it was like the record label, and it was Lotto fans, and they was tweeting RCA. They said, RCA, Lotto song is becoming really popular online. Can you please send it to more radio? Thank you. And then somebody had quoted and said, no, RCA, don't spend more money. They said something. I can't remember what they said verbatim, but they was just like telling them not to put more money into her song because y'all spent all this money pushing Lottery to the top, and it didn't go nowhere. It got pulled from radio, and I showed y'all where it got pulled. It didn't just fall off the charts. They pulled Lottery from radio, from the poor. It was just poor. Like, yo, I can't imagine. Like, yo, let me say this: Kim Petras' song, right? even though I want to say this, and a lot of y'all get stressed out. I don't get stressed out for shit like this. Kim Petras, you better use your celebrity. Ain't you LGBT? So you why you ain't using all your audiences? You should be sending these songs out to your influencers, getting that shit revved up or whatever you got to do. Nicki came through. We love her verse. We supported it, but we can't be the end all be all for all of you. We can't. We can't. Just like with Sexy Red, I know people want you know, they want her to have her first chart entry in her song. I get it, right? But number one, it's like there has to be a lot of different things that contribute to that. Like having a music video, like, you know, of course, Nicki, she didn't have a video for Red Ruby the Sleeves, but it's like we held it down and then the song is a good song. So people liked it and they enjoyed it. But it's like, we can't be the end all be all for everybody, like point blank. Like, you know, it is what it is. I know a lot of times people, they want to chart high, do this all the time, but you got to look at what's inside of the formula for it to do good. Does it have a music video? How much radio play is it getting? Let me see how much radio play that song got. Because I know they are playing it on the radio though. For me, for this to be a new song, that's slow. See, people be excited because it just be playing. This is what I'll be liking. This is what I be liking. I want to see numbers like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? The baby shake something. It look like that's doing good. Cali area codes, 670,000 audience. I don't be impressed by that 100,000 shit, even though it's a move. And I have to try to keep in mind that Sexy Red is a new artist too. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Poor Bia, she ain't even on the overall 100 radio no more. I know her label is mad. Whole lot of money was Nicki threw that alley-oop to get that up there. Remember when Nicki did that remix with Bia? Her album had debuted on Billboard for the first time ever. Like, you know, it was a big thing. So, all right. So listen, my shit is, you might want to plug your, yeah, my battery is running low. I'm not at home. So listen, y'all, again, hold on. Damn. I hope y'all have a safe, I hope y'all had a safe holiday. I hope you have a good day to returning back to work tomorrow. I definitely got to go back into the office myself. Again, I do apologize for losing a little control and snapping and calling that girl a bitch. That's not really my style unless I'm, like I said, I'm talking about somebody I don't like musically. Well, it's the same, but I typically don't give that up to my people who, I knew that wasn't a subscriber. So that's why I gave it up that way. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I hope all of y'all have a blessed evening. I hope that y'all had a good holiday. Be ready to return to work. Be ready to pay that motherfucking rent on the 1st. Like, yeah, just be ready. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going down. It's hold on. Damn. Carisha made up Carisha Please brand. Santana made up Carisha Please brand. Carisha making money off Santana slogan. Try to read a few more of these comments. Damn. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go back and listen. Yeah, she came in the kitchen and she got burned. Blessings to you too. We about to be out on the streets. Yes. All right, yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. It's almost 1 o'clock. I gotta go. Be blessed. It's your boy LaRon, female rapper.